What if I told you that right now, at this very moment, your fingernails are trying to warn you about dangerously high blood sugar? Most people over 60 look at their nails and think, oh, it's just aging, or maybe I need more vitamins. But here's the shocking truth. By the time most seniors notice these 7 nail changes, their blood sugar has been silently damaging their body for months, sometimes even years. One 67-year-old woman ignored a simple discoloration on her thumbnail for 8 months. When she finally saw her doctor, her A1C was 9.2, and she had already developed early nerve damage. Don't let this be your story. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what your nails are trying to tell you before it's too late. Hello, friends. If you're over 60, or if you're caring for someone who is, I want you to stay with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to share could literally save your life or the life of someone you love. Diabetes and high blood sugar affect over 29 million Americans, and here's what most people don't know. Nearly 1 in 4 people with diabetes don't even know they have it. And for those of us over 60, that number is even higher. Why? Because we often dismiss the warning signs as just getting older. But here's the good news. Your body is incredibly smart. It sends you warning signals long before serious damage occurs. And one of the most overlooked places these warnings show up? Your fingernails and toenails. I know what you might be thinking. How could my nails possibly tell me about my blood sugar? Well, your nails are like a window into your overall health. They require proper blood flow, oxygen, and nutrients to grow healthy and strong. When your blood sugar is chronically high, it affects your circulation, your immune system, and your body's ability to heal and maintain healthy tissue, including your nails. Today, I'm walking you through 7 specific nail warning signs that could indicate high blood sugar. Some of these might surprise you. Others, you might be experiencing right now without realizing what they mean. So let's dive in, because knowledge is power, and early detection can make all the difference. Warning sign. Number 1. Yellowing or discolored nails. Take a look at your fingernails right now. Are they a healthy pink color, or do they appear yellowish, brown, or have unusual discoloration? Now, I know many seniors think yellow nails just come with age, or maybe from using nail polish for too many years. And yes, sometimes that's true, but here's what you need to know. Persistent yellow nails, especially when they're thick and yellowed, can be one of the first visible signs of uncontrolled blood sugar. Why does this happen? When your blood sugar remains elevated, it triggers a process called glycation. This is when excess sugar in your bloodstream attaches to proteins in your body, including the keratin in your nails. This can cause them to yellow and become brittle. But there's another important connection. High blood sugar weakens your immune system, making you much more susceptible to fungal infections. And fungal nail infections, which cause yellowing, thickening, and sometimes a foul odor, are significantly more common in people with diabetes and prediabetes. Here's a story that might sound familiar. John, a 64-year-old retired teacher, noticed his toenails turning yellow. He bought over-the-counter antifungal treatments, but nothing worked. After 6 months of trying different remedies, he finally mentioned it to his doctor during a routine visit. His doctor immediately ordered blood work. His fasting blood sugar was 168, and his A1C was 7.8. John had type 2 diabetes and didn't even know it. The key takeaway here: if you notice persistent yellowing of your nails, especially if it's accompanied by thickening, or if antifungal treatments aren't working, don't ignore it. It's time to get your blood sugar checked. Warning sign number 2. Slow nail growth or brittle, crumbling nails. Think back a few years. How often did you need to trim your nails? Now, how often do you need to trim them today? If you've noticed that your nails seem to grow much slower than they used to, or if they've become extremely brittle, breaking, cracking, or crumbling at the slightest touch, this could be your body waving a red flag about your blood sugar. Here's what's happening inside your body. High blood sugar damages your small blood vessels over time. This is called microvascular damage, and it affects the tiny blood vessels that supply nutrients and oxygen to your nail bed. Without proper blood flow, your nails can't get the nutrients they need to grow properly. They become weak, brittle, and grow very slowly. Many seniors tell me, "Oh, I just have weak nails. My mother had them too." And while genetics can play a role, we need to look deeper, especially if this is a relatively recent change. I remember speaking with Margaret, a lovely 71-year-old grandmother. She told me her nails had become so brittle that she couldn't even open a soda can without breaking a nail. She thought it was just part of getting older. But when her daughter, who's a nurse, noticed this along with some other symptoms, she encouraged Margaret to see her doctor. Margaret's fasting glucose was 142, putting her squarely in the pre-diabetic range. The wonderful news is that Margaret caught it early. She made some dietary changes, started taking daily walks with her husband, and 6 months later, her blood sugar was back in the normal range. And guess what? Her nails started growing stronger again too. Your nails are living tissue. When you improve your blood sugar control, you improve the health of your entire body, including those nails. Warning sign number 3. Nail infections that won't heal now. This is a big one, so I want you to pay close attention. Do you have a nail infection, maybe redness around the nail bed, swelling, pain, or pus, that just won't go away no matter what you try? Have you noticed that cuts or hangnails around your nails take forever to heal, or they keep getting infected over and over again? This is one of the most serious warning signs because it tells us two important things about what's happening in your body. First, high blood sugar significantly impairs your immune system. Your white blood cells, which are your body's defense against infections, don't work as effectively when they're swimming in excess sugar. It's like trying to run through honey instead of water. Everything just slows down. Second, high blood sugar also impairs your body's ability to heal. It affects the blood vessels that bring healing nutrients to damaged tissue, and it disrupts the normal healing processes at a cellular level. So when someone with uncontrolled blood sugar gets even a minor infection around a nail, what we call paronychia, it can persist for weeks or even months. What would be a minor issue for someone with normal blood sugar becomes a chronic problem. Here's why this matters so much for people over 60. We're often not as quick to notice small injuries. Maybe your eyesight isn't quite as sharp, or perhaps you have some neuropathy, nerve damage that reduces sensation in your fingers or toes. You might have a small infection brewing for days before you even notice it. And for people with diabetes, these seemingly small infections can escalate quickly. I've seen cases where a simple ingrown toenail led to a serious foot infection requiring hospitalization, all because the person's blood sugar was uncontrolled and their body couldn't fight off the infection. If you're experiencing frequent nail infections or slow healing wounds around your nails, please don't brush it off. This deserves medical attention and a thorough blood sugar evaluation. Engagement moment. Before we continue with the remaining warning signs, I want to pause for just a moment. If you're over 60 or if you're caring for an elderly loved one, this information could be life-saving. High blood sugar and diabetes don't have to be your destiny. When caught early, you have the power to make changes that can completely transform your health. If you're finding this information helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell. We create content like this every week specifically for seniors and their families because your health matters. Also, drop a comment below and let me know, have you noticed any of these nail changes? Sometimes just sharing your experience helps someone else realize they're not alone. Okay, let's continue with warning sign number 4. Warning sign number 4, dark lines or spots under the nails. This one can be alarming when you first notice it, so let's talk about what's normal and what's a potential warning sign. Have you noticed dark streaks or lines running vertically down your nail? Or perhaps dark spots or patches under the nail that weren't there before? Now, I want to be clear, not all dark lines or spots indicate high blood sugar or diabetes. Some can be caused by injury, certain medications, or in rare cases, they can be a sign of something more serious like melanoma, which is why any new dark marking on or under your nail should always be evaluated by a doctor. But here's the connection to blood sugar. People with poorly controlled diabetes are at higher risk for something called splinter hemorrhages. These look like small, dark, reddish-brown streaks under the nail. They occur when tiny blood vessels under the nail break or leak. Why does this happen with high blood sugar? Remember that vascular damage we talked about earlier? Chronic high blood sugar makes blood vessels fragile and more prone to damage. It also affects blood clotting and vessel wall integrity. Additionally, people with diabetes are at higher risk for a condition called peripheral arterial disease, or PAD. This is when the arteries that supply blood to your legs and feet become narrowed or blocked. PAD can cause various nail changes, including dark discoloration. I spoke with Robert, a 69-year-old veteran, who noticed several dark streaks appear on 3 of his toenails over the course of a few months. He was worried it might be something serious, which is exactly the right response. His doctor examined him and ran several tests, including blood sugar tests. Robert's A1C came back at 8.1, and he was also showing early signs of PAD. The good news? With medication, lifestyle changes, and better blood sugar control, Robert's vascular health improved significantly, and those dark streaks gradually faded. The message here is simple. New dark marks on or under your nails deserve attention. Don't wait and wonder. Get them checked out. Warning sign number 5. Thickened nails. Let's talk about nail thickness. Have your nails become noticeably thicker and harder to trim? Do you find yourself needing heavy-duty nail clippers or even having to file your nails down because they've become too thick to cut easily? Thick nails are incredibly common in seniors, and many people accept them as just another part of aging. But the truth is, while some thickening can occur with age, significant thickening, especially when it happens relatively quickly or affects multiple nails, can be a warning sign of circulation problems related to high blood sugar. Here's the science behind it. Your nails need a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered through your blood vessels to maintain their normal structure and growth. When blood sugar is chronically elevated, it damages the small blood vessels that feed your nail beds. Poor circulation means poor nail health. The nail responds to this reduced blood flow by growing abnormally, often becoming thick, misshapen, and discolored. In medical terms, this is sometimes called onychosis when it's just thickening, or onychomycosis when a fungal infection is involved, which, as we discussed earlier, is much more common in people with high blood sugar. But here's something many people don't realize. Severely thickened toenails can actually become a serious problem for seniors. They can cause pain when walking, make it difficult to wear shoes comfortably, and if they're not trimmed properly, they can lead to ingrown nails and infections. I remember visiting my own grandmother when she was 78. I noticed she was walking a bit differently, kind of favoring one foot. When I asked her about it, she was embarrassed to admit that her toenails had become so thick and difficult to cut that she'd been avoiding it, and one nail was now pressing into her toe, causing pain. We immediately took her to a podiatrist who specialized in elderly care. Not only did they safely trim her nails, but they also ran some tests and discovered her blood sugar was higher than it should be. With some dietary adjustments and regular monitoring, we got it under control. If you're struggling with thickened nails, please don't try to tackle them yourself with regular nail clippers or sharp tools. This can lead to injury, especially if you have reduced sensation in your feet or poor vision. See a podiatrist who can safely care for your nails and help identify any underlying issues. Warning sign number 6. Curved or spoon-shaped nails. Here's a warning sign that many people have never even heard of. Changes in the shape of your nails. Take a look at your fingernails from the side. A healthy nail has a gentle downward curve, but if your nails are curving upward at the edges, creating a spoon-like depression in the center, a condition called koilonychia, or if they're curving downward excessively, wrapping around your fingertip like a claw, this can signal several health problems, including issues with blood sugar regulation. Now, severely curved nails that wrap around the fingertip, called clubbing, are more commonly associated with heart and lung conditions, but spoon-shaped nails can indicate anemia, which is more common in people with diabetes. Additionally, the poor circulation and nutritional deficiencies that can accompany poorly controlled blood sugar can also contribute to nail shape changes. But here's another important connection. People with diabetes are at higher risk for iron deficiency anemia, especially if they have diabetic kidney disease, and iron deficiency is one of the main causes of spoon-shaped nails. Additionally, curved or distorted nails can sometimes indicate poor peripheral circulation, meaning the blood flow to your fingers and toes isn't what it should be. This, as we've discussed, is a common complication of chronic high blood sugar. I met Elizabeth, a 66-year-old woman, at a health seminar I was conducting. During the Q&A portion, she showed me her fingernails, which had developed a noticeable spoon shape over the past year. She said she'd mentioned it to her doctor, but it hadn't been thoroughly investigated. I encouraged her to follow up and specifically request comprehensive blood work, including blood sugar, A1C, and iron levels. It turned out Elizabeth had both prediabetes and iron deficiency anemia. With proper treatment, including iron supplements, dietary changes, and blood sugar management, her nail shape gradually improved over several months. The takeaway here is that your nails should maintain a relatively consistent, gentle curve. Dramatic changes in nail shape, especially when they occur in multiple nails or develop relatively quickly, warrant medical investigation. Warning sign number 7, red or swollen nail beds. Our final warning sign is redness, swelling, or inflammation around the nail bed, the skin that surrounds your nail. Now, occasional redness from a hangnail or a minor injury is normal, but persistent, chronic redness and swelling, especially if it's warm to the touch or painful, is your body's way of telling you something's wrong. For people with high blood sugar, there are several reasons this might occur more frequently. First, as we've discussed, high blood sugar suppresses your immune system, making you more prone to bacterial and fungal infections. The skin around your nails can become infected more easily, leading to a condition called paronychia. This causes redness, swelling, pain, and sometimes pus. Second, high blood sugar can cause poor circulation, which leads to inflammation throughout the body, including around the nail beds. Poor circulation means healing is slow, so even minor inflammation can become chronic. Third, people with diabetes are at higher risk for a condition called diabetic neuropathy, nerve damage that affects sensation. Here's why this matters for your nails. If you can't feel your fingers or toes as well as you used to, you might injure your nail beds without even realizing it. You might clip your nails too short or bump your toe, and because you can't feel it properly, you don't take care of it right away. The injury then becomes infected because your immune system isn't functioning optimally. I'll never forget Dorothy, a sweet 72-year-old woman who came to see me with severely swollen red nail beds on 3 of her toes. She thought it was just from her shoes being too tight, but when we looked closer, there were signs of infection, and when we tested her blood sugar, her A1C was 9.4, well into the diabetic range. Dorothy admitted she'd been avoiding doctor visits because she was afraid of what they might find, but ignoring the problem had only made it worse. With proper treatment for her infections, better blood sugar control, and regular foot care, Dorothy's nails healed completely. Here's what I want you to understand. Red, swollen, or painful nail beds are not something to ignore, especially if you're over 60. They can be a sign of infection, poor circulation, or both, and they deserve prompt medical attention. What to do if you recognize these signs? Now, if you've recognized one or more of these warning signs in yourself or a loved one, please don't panic. The fact that you're watching this video and educating yourself means you're already taking an important step toward better health. Here's exactly what I recommend you do. Step 1. Schedule an appointment with your doctor. Don't wait for your next routine checkup if you're noticing several of these warning signs. Call tomorrow and make an appointment. Be specific about what you've noticed and why you're concerned about your blood sugar. Step 2. Request comprehensive blood sugar testing. Ask for a fasting blood glucose test and an A1C test. The A1C test is particularly important because it shows your average blood sugar levels over the past 2 to 3 months. This gives a much better picture of your blood sugar control than a single fasting glucose test. Step 3. See a podiatrist if you're experiencing nail problems. A podiatrist specializes in foot and nail health. They can safely treat nail infections, thick nails, ingrown nails, and other nail problems. They can also identify warning signs of diabetes and refer you for appropriate testing. Step 4. Start making lifestyle changes now. You don't have to wait for a diagnosis to start taking better care of yourself. Begin incorporating more vegetables into your diet, reducing refined sugars and processed foods, and adding gentle physical activity like daily walks. These changes benefit everyone, whether you have high blood sugar or not. Step 5. Practice good nail hygiene. Keep your nails clean and dry. Trim them carefully, straight across for toenails to prevent ingrown nails. Don't cut them too short. If you have difficulty trimming your nails safely, ask for help or see a podiatrist regularly. Step 6. Inspect your nails and feet regularly. Make it a habit to examine your fingernails and toenails at least once a week. Look for any changes in color, thickness, shape, or signs of infection. The earlier you catch changes, the easier they are to address. Step 7. Monitor for other diabetes symptoms. In addition to nail changes, watch for other common signs of high blood sugar, increased thirst, frequent urination, especially at night, unexplained fatigue, blurred vision, slow healing cuts or bruises, tingling or numbness in your hands or feet, and frequent infections. Remember, knowledge without action doesn't help anyone. If you've recognized these warning signs, please take action this week. Your future self will thank you. Prevention and lifestyle tips. Now, whether you currently have high blood sugar or you simply want to prevent it, there are several practical steps you can take to maintain healthy nails and healthy blood sugar levels. Nutrition matters more than you might think. Focus on a diet rich in vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains. Limit refined sugars, white bread, white rice, and processed foods. These cause your blood sugar to spike and crash, putting stress on your entire system. Foods particularly good for nail health include eggs, salmon, nuts and seeds, leafy greens, and beans, all of which also help stabilize blood sugar. Biotin, a B vitamin found in eggs and nuts, is especially important for nail strength. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can make nails brittle and can also affect blood sugar levels. Aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water daily, unless your doctor has given you different instructions. Move your body regularly. Physical activity is one of the most powerful tools for managing blood sugar. It doesn't have to be intense. A 20-30-minute walk after meals can significantly improve your blood sugar control. Gentle exercises like Tai Chi, water aerobics, or chair exercises are excellent for seniors. Manage stress. Chronic stress raises your blood sugar. Find activities that help you relax, whether that's gardening, reading, spending time with grandchildren, meditation, or prayer. Get quality sleep. Poor sleep can disrupt your blood sugar regulation. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Keep your bedroom cool and dark, maintain a consistent sleep schedule, and avoid screens for an hour before bedtime. Protect your nails. Wear gloves when doing dishes or cleaning to protect your nails from harsh chemicals and excessive moisture. Keep your nails at a moderate length to prevent breaking. Use a moisturizer on your hands and feet daily, including your nails and cuticles. Don't smoke. If you smoke, quitting is one of the best things you can do for your circulation, your blood sugar, and your overall health. Talk to your doctor about smoking cessation programs. Manage your weight. Even a modest weight loss of 5 to 10% of your body weight can significantly improve blood sugar control and reduce your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The beautiful thing about all of these recommendations is that they work together. When you improve one area of your health, it creates a positive ripple effect throughout your entire body. Understanding the bigger picture. I want to take a moment to talk about why catching high blood sugar early is so critically important, especially for people over 60. Type 2 diabetes doesn't just appear overnight. For most people, there's a period called prediabetes, where blood sugar is higher than normal, but not yet in the diabetic range. This is a crucial window of opportunity because prediabetes can often be reversed with lifestyle changes. But here's the concerning part. Prediabetes rarely causes obvious symptoms. You might feel a bit more tired than usual, or perhaps a little more thirsty, but these changes are subtle and easy to dismiss as just getting older. This is why those nail changes we've discussed are so valuable. They're visible, external signs of what's happening inside your body. They're early warning signals that give you the chance to take action before serious complications develop. And believe me, preventing diabetes is far easier than managing it. Uncontrolled diabetes can lead to serious complications: heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, vision loss, nerve damage, poor wound healing, and an increased risk of infections. But here's the hopeful truth that I want you to hold on to. Your body is remarkably resilient. Even if you've had high blood sugar for a while, even if you've already been diagnosed with prediabetes or diabetes, taking control now can prevent or slow the progression of complications. I've seen countless seniors make simple lifestyle changes and watch their blood sugar normalize, their energy return, and yes, even their nail health improve. It's never too late to start taking better care of yourself. Your body wants to be healthy. Sometimes it just needs a little support and the right information. That's what we're doing here today, empowering you with knowledge so you can take control of your health. Conclusion. Let's recap the 7 nail warning signs of high blood sugar that you should never ignore. Number 1. Yellowing or discolored nails, especially if accompanied by thickening or if fungal treatments aren't working. Number 2. Slow nail growth or brittle, crumbling nails that break easily. Number 3. Nail infections that won't heal or wounds around your nails that take an unusually long time to recover. Number 4. Dark lines or spots under the nails that appear suddenly or without explanation. Number 5. Thickened nails that are difficult to trim and may cause discomfort. Number 6. Curved or spoon-shaped nails that represent a change from your normal nail shape. Number 7. Red or swollen nail beds, especially if persistent or accompanied by pain or warmth. Remember, these signs don't necessarily mean you have diabetes, but they do mean you should get your blood sugar checked. They're your body's way of communicating with you, and it's important to listen. I know that health concerns can feel overwhelming, especially as we get older. There's so much information out there, and it's hard to know what's important and what's not. But that's exactly why I create these videos, to give you clear, actionable information that can make a real difference in your life. You have more control over your health than you might realize. Every healthy choice you make matters. Every meal, every walk, every good night's sleep. They all add up to a healthier, more vibrant you. Call to action. If you found this video helpful, I have a few requests. First, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly health tips designed specifically for seniors and their families. Second, share this video with someone you love. Maybe it's a spouse, a sibling, a friend, or your adult children. This information could genuinely help someone catch a health problem early, and there's no greater gift than that. Third, leave a comment below. Let me know. Have you noticed any of these nail changes? What questions do you have about blood sugar or diabetes? What other health topics would you like me to cover? I read every single comment, and your input helps me create content that truly serves you. Fourth, give this video a thumbs up if you found it valuable. It helps other people find this important information. And finally, I want to leave you with this. You matter. Your health matters. And you deserve to feel strong, energetic, and confident in your body, no matter your age. Take a look at your nails today. Make that doctor's appointment if you need to. Take that walk. Make that healthy meal. Every step you take toward better health is a victory. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue our journey toward healthier, happier living. Until then, take care of yourself. And remember, the best time to start taking care of your health was yesterday. The second best time is right now.